So I'm in the process of doing a new episode of the Plexicon for YouTube, and in doing my research for this, I have come across something of a gold mine. One of the things that my forebear and mentor Joe Macy did is that Joe spent a lot of time tracking down patents for plectrums and being able to go through the patent office and get all that information. However, in my research on the wire thing, which was developed by a gentleman called Kenneth, I discovered a facility on Google that I was not aware of, which is patents.google.com, and it is a list and archive of all of the patents applied for various things. Now, because I have found the one for the wire thing, I was able to find related patents, and the archive of this is amazing. So they go all the way back. The earliest one I've found so far goes back to 1915. Some of these are things I've only seen in Will Hoover's Picks book, or things that Joe has mentioned, or photographs that he sent me of catalogues, but these are the original patents. So these are, what are we, 1915, another one 1915, 1917, 1923, 25, then there's a big jump to 75, but these are just patent citations relating to the wire thing, which the patent was made for in 1997. The patent was applied for in 1997 and wasn't granted until 1999. What's so interesting about this is that this is something that I never even thought to look for. The most famous examples of the pick in the history of the plectroverse, things like 351, 346, 355 and so on, when Luigi and Andrea standardised these, he didn't patent them, and the general implication was that he didn't patent them because he felt that they were so they'd be so difficult to patent and have such ubiquity by that stage, because the plectrum was already, the concept of it was already 40 years old, that what would be the point in that exercise? Because it's something that one of the big problems with patents and things like copyrights and so on is that, particularly internationally, they're incredibly difficult to enforce. So if I decide that I'm going to develop this beautiful mean tone and then patent that, what I can patent is, or I can copyright this shape and this layout with these dimensions. But if somebody does something very similar and changes those dimensions, they taper it slightly or what have you, as much as that is poor form and a pretty awful way of doing things, if you then try and pass it off as your own thing, from a legal standpoint, unless it is truly a replica, that's very hard to enforce in an international sense. As a general rule, in the modern era, if a pick has a patent on it, there tends to be a reason why people haven't done it before. Now, that's not always the case, but those picks for which you're able to grant patents tend to be on the fringes of the plectroverse and the fringes of pick creation, and that makes them really interesting, because these are the truncated branches of our family tree. These are the outliers and the sort of mad ideas for things. Now, I have always been interested in that, but I am especially interested in it when it comes to this, because this has not been archived before. This has not been studied from a historical point of view before, and that is a huge part of what we do here at the Rep. So this was something of a it was something of a revelation. I had not planned to film today in this way. I am very unshaven in my scabby day off clothes, and I'm not using my proper microphone because I was so excited about this. I just wanted to record it straight away. I think I'm going to make a sort of catalogue of these and do little studies on each one of them and see what I can find out about the people involved, because some of them are more recent and they're all pretty weird. I don't want to get too deep into it just now, but some of the designs are totally batty. It's hard to imagine how they could possibly work, especially the finger stuff. A lot of the finger-based picks, man, they're right out. Like, right out there. But in the meantime, my name's John Tron Davidson. This is Heavy Repping, and I'll see you soon. So remember, if you're not sure what to do in life, rep hard and rep heavy.